The NASDAQ has been the real story of the year, up 13%. Uri, what's your outlook for technology in 2013?
It's actually reasonably bullish vis-a-vis the rest of the market. I could see technology actually outperforming. Brian mentioned before restructurings at companies. I think that was as prevalent at tech companies as anywhere. I think we've seen underspending at technology over the last 5 years throughout most of traditional corporate America. And I think you could see a combination of new product cycles and just some regression to the mean on percentage of revenue spent on IT as creating an environment where technology is one of the better performing sectors next year.
Patty, we can't talk about technology without talking about Apple, of course. It was certainly one of the hottest stocks of the year up till probably, a couple months ago. What's your outlook for Apple for the next 12 months? Would you be a buyer now?
Well, it's down, 165, 170 points from the top. I'm not writing tickets yet. I do think that eventually it will be at a point where the stock is bottom, but I'm not good at catching falling knives. They really innovated well over the past year. The problem is they introduced too many new products. On top of that, you've got this whole tax thing that I think is feeding into the movement that we've seen on Apple in the past couple of months. What I'm really looking for is for the stock to bottom probably right around the end of the year, maybe the first week of January, and right around then I would be interested in picking some of it up. But I'm not going to be going hog wild on it. I think that it's an interesting stock, but you need to look at it on its own merits as opposed to the hype that's been surrounding it. It's cheap. I think it could get a little cheaper. Until then, I'll just stay on the sideline.
All right, another hot area of technology this year was social media companies. For better or for worse, I guess, depending on the name. LinkedIn was a strong performer on the year. Sentiment on Facebook also seems to have turned. Valuation looks a little bit better. Brian, would you be a buyer of either of those companies right now?
Well, if you held my feet to the fire, I would have to say Facebook. And now, nothing wrong. That's not an indictment against LinkedIn. The CEO is very passionate. We've sat down and talked to him. I think that they're monetizing the business very well. They have reinvented the resume and the entire employment social networking space. But with Facebook, I think sentiment, as you noted, is very low. A lot of people have gone underweight. I think the estimates might be too low. And the fact of the matter is, there's been more iPhones, more tablets shoved out the door that's giving Facebook more areas of opportunity to monetize. And I think they're finally starting to get it on what they need to do in terms of monetization.